My name is Christian Robles, and I'm the regional analyst for Latin America and the Caribbean here at Everbridge. We've been following this story since mid-August, when reports first surfaced that the U.S. was deploying naval and air assets into the Southern Caribbean, early positioning framed as a counter-narcotics buildup against so-called narco-terrorists in the region. 2 months later, that buildup has become a live operation. The U.S. has now conducted 10 confirmed strikes, 8 in the Caribbean Sea and 2 in the Eastern Pacific, killing at least 43 people and capturing 2 others. The latest strike hit a Tren de Aragua vessel in international waters. And hours later, Washington ordered the deployment of the Gerald R. Ford carrier strike group into the region under U.S. Southern Command. This marks a turning point. What began as targeted interdictions is now a full-scale power projection in the Western Hemisphere. And looking ahead, if this continues, several outcomes are possible. First, the operation could expand beyond the sea. President Trump has said he won't seek a declaration of war and that land operations will be next. That raises the prospect of covert actions inside Venezuela or airstrikes on inland targets, redrawing the map of U.S. engagement in South America. Second, regional alignment is hardening. Colombia accuses Washington of extrajudicial killings, while Venezuela is mobilizing forces along its borders and warning of asymmetrical warfare. Meanwhile, Trinidad and Tobago is moving the other direction, hosting the destroyer USS Gravely and 2,000 Marines this week for joint exercises. The island has become Washington's southern anchor, a forward partner now facing greater exposure to Venezuelan cyber and intelligence pressures. And third, the commercial impact. For shipping, energy, and insurance, the Southern Caribbean is shifting from a patrol zone to a contested operating environment. Expect temporary port closures in Trinidad and Tobago, higher war risk and detention premiums within 200 nautical miles of Venezuelan waters, and strict sanctions screenings as the U.S. expands terror designations. If exclusion zones appear, or if Venezuela begins shadowing commercial traffic, markets will react quickly. Since August, this campaign has evolved from deterrence to execution. The language, deployments, and now the carrier group all signal a sustained operational phase. If the tempo continues, the next step could move inland, a shift that would rattle regional stability and the confidence of U.S. companies moving goods, fuel, or data through these routes. We've been covering this from all angles, and the takeaway is clear. We recommend monitoring unfolding events. Each new strike, asset movement, signals that this operation isn't slowing, and the longer it runs, the harder it becomes to unwind. I'm Christian Robles, and we'll continue tracking how these developments shape risk and stability across the region in the days ahead.